a problem here. And it's more than just Alvin screaming Punisher. When life begins to suck, who's reporting it? Luckily, you got two friends who you won't forget. Coming live, Alvin and friend on survival. Laughing non-stop, case drops on a cycle. Louder than intrusive thoughts off an iPhone. How they make the world seem bright with the lights off. AFs, it might as well stay up. Lies being told like that dinosaur BS. Magnifying glass to the ground if they don't see us. Having the time, roasting your favorite pizza. Bougie ain't an option, it's the wage. Taking to the grave, have moving to the place. You already know when they take the case. Laugh the pain away, it's affirmative murder.
Hello and welcome to another Affirmative Murder mini-sode. Tales from the Hood, known as also by, I think I just had a stroke. Fran, what's up, man?
Nothing much, man. What is going on?
Not much. 'Tis the season.
Yes, it is.
It is almost time for the time of giving of thanks. We are in the week of the Thanksgiving week. Snacks galore. I know you're a big stuffing head.
I am, yes.
Yeah, and we are going to be stuffing ourselves this episode with some tantalizing tales from our listeners. Affirmativemurder@gmail.com, TFTH to put that in the headline so we know to kind of, filter it through our filtration system and get you to the front of the line so we can keep these mini-sodes cranking out going into the new year, which I have a lot of expectations for. Fran, what would you like to hear in this episode from the people?
I like a little bit of everything, man. I don't like
Thanksgiving.
I like a little bit of everything. I don't just like, one thing. I like it all. Like, just give me a little dab of this, a little dab of that.
Well, you have said on record that you would eat an entire plate of stuffing, so I don't know if it's much like Thanksgiving for you, but my plate of Thanksgiving is very diverse, so I get what you're saying.
What do you mean? I never said that.
Yes, you've said that on record. You would eat a whole
by itself,
plate
just
of stuffing.
that?
Yes, whole plate of
I've
stuffing.
never said that. I never.
You said it on record.
I've said that it's so good I could eat a plate full of stuffing, but I wouldn't.
What's the difference than what I just said?
I would never do that.
So you play
who would do that? Who would eat a plate full of? No, I want a little bit of some turkey. I want some gravy, some mac and cheese, some sauerkraut. Yeah, man.
So without any more delay, let's get into our first email.
Wait, did you already preview these already?
I did not.
You did not.
I'm feeling bold, especially because this one is fresh, hot off the presses. In the middle of us reading, in the middle of us recording, this.
So you don't know if any of these are good or not.
Not a clue, sir. I like to roll the dice. Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them. The West Coast is back. West.
It's that's the thing is like, I don't know if it's not good, man. I kind of check out, man. That's
well, let's just try to stay checked in.
Okay.
For me, okay?
Okay.
So let's get into it. This email says, "Hi, I'm Carrie. Feel free to use my name. First things first, you guys are awesome. Y'all make my 45-minute drive to work exponentially more interesting. I love the friendship you guys have and the fact that even if you don't agree on everything, it's still all love and respect. That is very, very, very crucial to me. Even in a contentious year that it has been, I still feel like I can agree to disagree with people and walk away with respect. That doesn't mean we'll ever come back to the table again and speak anymore, because that's kind of how I am going forward. Like, some stuff we can't just agree to disagree on, but that doesn't have to end rude.
Yeah.
But as far as homies go, this is my brother. We don't have to agree on everything all the time, but it doesn't need to get too much out of hand.
No.
Especially because he can't beat me in a wrestling match.
And the last time we fought, I won. And this was at my house. This is at my dad's house. This is like,
I don't recall that at all.
And I won.
I don't recall that at all.
I won that.
I don't recall that at all.
You don't have to, because I won. You forgot because you lost. That's why it deleted out of your memory.
I wipe all else out of my memory. So if you say so, okay, but I don't recall that at all. So you hold on to that, and I will hold on to the fact that I still stand by what I just said. Greco-Roman rules, especially rules in place, you can't beat me in wrestling.
What do you mean, in wrestling?
I get to the mat, I get down on all fours, and they blow the whistle. You got to come in and get a position on me.
Oh yeah,
I'm slipping out of that immediately.
Well, because you have like 50 pounds on me, so that's
fine. You can come up with all. That's why I don't believe what you just said. But okay, you know what I'm saying. Whatever day this was 10 years ago, I had the 50 pounds on you 10 years ago too. Might have been 65.
I was 60.
So.
Aggressive 65. You like a fucking energetic 65.
It was. I was like Aaron Donald 10 years ago. Come on, man. Now that that's out of the way, here goes it. One time I was babysitting two little girls. I was about 12, which is crazy. I don't what. That's You can't babysit at 12.
This is family.
Yeah, it must be. I was about 12, so they were probably 8 and 6-ish, respectively. This is insane already.
Okay.
It says, the early 2000s. Even still,
That's different time.
I never got babysat by a 12-year-old.
I didn't have anybody to babysit me, so
you know something, man. I'm judging, and at 8 years old, and between the ages of 8 and 12, I was home by myself. There was no baby. I'm like a 12-year-old babysitter. I didn't have anybody to babysit me. I had a key, like, I'm gonna go outside and play. Nobody there. I'm gonna lock up behind myself. Sometimes I wouldn't lock up. People could have came in, took everything. Yeah, a lot of responsibility to throw on the shoulders of an 11-year-old. I was like, let me open the door fully. Let me take my bike out of the house, and then maybe I'll close the door behind me. Oh, my friends. Yeah. Ride down the street, door wide open. Yeah. A thing that happened on more than one occasion.
Yeah. So I don't know if we can sit here and judge, man. I didn't have.
Yeah, I'll take back everything I just said. My life was crazy. That literally happened. One time my mom was at work. I went out and played for hours, came back home, door was wide open. I was like, you get scared, but I wasn't scared that something got taken. I was like, I'm going to get in trouble. There could have been somebody in my home. Yeah. All of our stuff could have been gone. But I was like, did my mom see that the door's open like this?
See, but you made it home before mom got home.
I made it home before mom got home.
Okay, gotcha.
That's how long she wasn't home. I went out, had a full play session. Street lights came on, made the decision for myself to go home.
Wild.
So I was like, man, it's getting dark and I'm hungry. Got to go home and find something in the microwave in the microwave. Home by myself. And oh my God, the door. Sorry for judging. That's crazy. That was my life. No supervision. Let's see. Yeah. The early 2000s. Yeah. Wild time. I actually fully agree now at this point. The girls asked if we could go up to their friend's house, which is crazy. Like, who are you to be taking kids over to play dates? You are a kid.
Yeah.
The 12-year-old knocks on the door, like, to talk to the mom of the person that lives there. Like, hey, I just brought the girls over for a play date. What are you going to go sit in the kitchen and have coffee with the mom while the kids play? Right. You're supposed to go play too. Yeah. You are the kids. So they asked if they could go over to their friend's house. They walked there. They walked there because it was close. When we were ready to leave the friend's house, one of the girls stepped on a rock and hurt her foot, so she was limping a little bit. As we're heading down the driveway, a guy in a yellow SUV leaving the same house backs up beside us and says, "Hey, I'll give you guys a ride home. She looks hurt." I tell him, "No, I'll help the girls walk, so it's fine." He asks again. I tell him no. Then this man yells at us that we just need to jump in and that he's just being nice. Immediately, I'm like, yeah, that's probably not a good fucking idea, which I hope you didn't think that at 12 years old, but you had a lot of responsibility, so maybe you do. You're getting paychecks. Maybe you can cuss. We keep on walking, albeit a little bit quicker now. He tears out of the driveway, throwing rocks and squealing tires speed off. Throwing rocks?
He was throwing rocks or he's peeling off?
He tears out of the driveway, throwing rocks, squealing tires, and speeds off. I hope she means like the gravel got kicked up by the wheels. Yeah. Throwing rocks at kids is crazy. I don't know what would have happened if we had gotten in that day. It could have just been a ride home, but either way, I'm glad that we didn't find out. To this day, I have never seen that vehicle back at that house. What do y'all think about yellow SUV dude? Hope to hear your thoughts. Thanks for reading, especially on the show if it makes it there. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you too. There's not really much to think. That is an absolute creep or like a very angry guy at the very least. Like, why are you getting so defensive at children? Like, he had the energy of a guy that catcalls a girl and then she turns his advances down and then he immediately gets defensive and angry. Yeah. But to a 12-year-old. I'm just trying to be nice. You can't give women a ride these days? These are 3 little girls. Why are you yelling at them about they don't want to ride home? They want to exercise.
Yeah, he was great.
Your job is, and why are you driving a yellow SUV? We're talking about getting attention. I don't think I've ever even seen a yellow truck. I've seen a school bus.
I was about to say.
I don't think I've ever seen a yellow SUV.
Hummer, maybe.
If this guy was driving a Hummer, it's a good thing you didn't get in that car. Hummers are, especially in the early 2000s. Yeah, a dude in a Hummer, a yellow Hummer. I don't know. Steer clear. Maybe a burgundy Hummer, a little bit more inconspicuous, but a yellow Hummer, that dude likes attention and is probably into weird stuff.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, friend? Do you think it was a good call to not get in the car with the guy in the yellow SUV?
Of course. I mean, this dude probably didn't live in the area. He probably was just,
She said she's never saw him back at that house again.
Yeah, probably visiting somebody, and then he saw an opportunity, I guess, to him. And then the fact that these people actually try this and think it may work is nuts to me. That's
you guys need a ride home? Throwing rocks is crazy. I'd love some clarity on that. If you could respond back and clarify if you meant the rocks were flying from the wheels turning, or if he had a pile of rocks in his passenger seat.
Yeah.
And just started throwing rocks at you because you said no. It's crazy. Having passenger seat rocks, that's diabolical behavior.
But having a yellow vehicle like that, because you don't forget that. That's like that's something permanent that sticks with you in a situation like this.
Yeah.
You haven't seen him around in the area at all after that?
That means he wasn't from the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, passenger seat rocks is very this coded. This is a person that, chews with their mouth open, bites their fork scrapes their teeth while they eat. You have a passenger side pile of rocks in case you get into like traffic altercations and shit like that.
Yeah.
Imagine you get into a honking contest with somebody because they won't let you merge, and somebody you get pelted with a rock. It's like, how did you have that?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know what to do. We're on the highway. Where'd you get a rock from? That's my rock pile. Affirmative Murder is brought to you by Incogni. Every year, both the number and scope of data breaches worldwide are rising. According to the 2022 Annual Data Breach Report by the Identity Theft Resource Center, the number of victims has gone up nearly 41.5% from 2021. These data thieves are after your personal information, including your name, your aliases, your social security number, login credentials, home address, location history, online activity, and much more. And they're selling it to the highest bidder. And this is where Incogni steps in. Incogni reaches out to the data brokers who are out to purchase your information, and they do it on your behalf. And they request that your personal data be removed. Since many data brokers continue collecting your personal information even after they've removed it, Incogni also does its best to ensure that your data stays off the market by conducting repeated removal requests. This means that whenever a new record pops up on a data broker website, Incogni will automatically take care of that. That's what makes their yearly subscription especially advantageous. Incogni will continue to protect your data privacy for as long as you use the service. It's so easy to look people up these days. We're more accessible than ever, which makes us more vulnerable than ever as well. Incogni's out to protect us. And if you go to incogni.com, incogni.com/affirmativemurder and use the promo code affirmativemurder, you'll get 60% off an annual plan. Your data and your personal information are more valuable than they've ever been. Do what you can to protect it by signing up for Incogni today. Affirmative Murder is brought to you by Uncommon Goods. Spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. The chaos of the holiday season is here. And Uncommon Goods makes it less stressful with incredible hand-picked gifts for everyone on your list. All in one spot. Gifts that spark joy, wonder, delight, and that it's exactly what I wanted feeling. Uncommon Goods scours the globe for original, handmade, absolutely remarkable things. Somehow, they know exactly the perfect gift for every single person you know. And not only are the products great, but when you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches. So shop now before they sell out this holiday season. With every purchase you make, Uncommon Goods will give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/AMP. That's uncommon, UNCOMMON goods.com/AMP for 15% off your next order. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary. Affirmative Murder is brought to you by Hormone Harmony. Could your daily routine be full of hormone disruptions? There are more than 1,000 hormone disruptors living rent-free in our environment right now. In our food, our water, the air we breathe, the clothes we wear, our skin, and they all mess with our hormones. The good news is, people don't have to suffer through any of it anymore. Because now there's Hormone Harmony, a formula made only with herbal ingredients that are shown to reduce hormonal symptoms in women of all ages. PMS symptoms, menopause symptoms, poor sleep and feeling tired all the time, a reduced desire for intimacy. Oh yeah, Hormone Harmony can help with all those things. In the over 30,000 reviews for Hormone Harmony, one of the biggest benefits women mention is that they feel like themselves again. Then for a limited time, you can get 15% off your entire first order at happymammoth.com, happymammoth.com, and just use the promo code AMP at checkout. That's happymammoth.com and use the code AMP for 15% off today. Get those hormones in harmony with Hormone Harmony. All right, back to the show. Here we go. Next email from, I'm just going to get into it because I can't. Oh, it says it right there. Hey, guys, love your pod. Here's my tale from the hood. Use my name. It's Laura, and I'm an elementary school teacher teaching littles. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm an elementary school art teacher. Teaching littles is never boring. These aren't scary stories, even though teaching nowadays is very terrifying. Just funny things kids say. And I'm here for a kids say the darndest things corner. Okay? So if this is good, if you make Fran chuckle or you create a nice conversation between us, you might be our elementary school kid correspondent.
Yeah.
Telling us what these kids are saying. I know there's Skibbity and Riz and your L-mans and all that kind of stuff, but I want all that if this is quality stuff that we get here. Let's get to it. A first grade boy raises his hand to tell me, Bobby just said a bad word. Wondering what it could be, I tell him, whisper it in my ear. He leans close and whispers, Bobby just said a bad word. I try again. No. I want you to whisper the inappropriate word in my ear. I lean in close again. He whispers the inappropriate word. Dear heaven, kids are literal. That's a good one. That was a good one. Here's my favorite first grader story of all time. A little girl was completing her assignment by drawing planets. She was excited about her artwork and started naming the planets. I have Mars, Earth, Venus, and penis.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Knowing that I must have misheard, I say, huh? But she says it again, exactly the same way. And a boy across the room shouts, what? Penis? Yeah, you say penis in a room full of 9-year-old boys, shit is up. Like, you might as well cancel class for the rest of the day. Like, everybody's on the floor laughing and rolling. But yeah, he says, what? Penis? You said penis? She's confused, like, yeah, planet penis. What's the big deal? I step in, that's not a planet. Surely you mean Venus. But she insists, planet Venus and planet penis, there's both.
She already said Venus too.
Yeah, she said Venus, then penis. They rhyme. Yeah. Another boy walks up to me and whispers, teacher, penis is not a planet. It's a body part. Feeling this begin to spiral out of control, I decide to name the planets as proof that penis is not among them. When I get to Uranus, she shouts, that's it. That's the one I meant. And it all made sense. Who wouldn't get penis and Uranus confused?
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that kid, it's either very innocent or that there's some twisted shit going on in that kid's mind. Why are you mixing up those two things? This is wild. But yeah, so I enjoyed that. That was very whimsical and lighthearted. Thank you, Laura, for those two anecdotal elementary school kids say the darndest things moments. Much appreciated to you, Fran. Are you still with us?
I'm still here.
Okay, just making sure. I'm just checking in. This is the last email for the episode. Let me go ahead and say once again, affirmativemurder@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you guys. We got Christmas coming up, Hanukkah coming up, Ramadan, I believe. I don't know all the non-secular holidays, but they're all coming up. We got Thanksgiving on the horizon. Would love to hear, like we just said, some post-Thanksgiving drama, if it really is drama. If you were just giving some family member a side eye or making passive-aggressive comments, keep it to yourself. If it's not this energy, over the yams, keep it. I don't want any kind of, well, actually, that's not the GDP for Venezuela. You can keep that to yourself. If you're not straight up causing tears, doors being slammed, people leaving early, I don't want it. when it comes to Thanksgiving and holiday family drama. But if it's ghosts, hoarders, the typical stuff that we love to hear, affirmativemurder@gmail.com. Growing up in a crazy house, maybe there was a gang that you unified two gangs that lived on your street. You acted as a Nelson Mandela to your neighborhood, to your cul-de-sac. We'd love to hear those kinds of things. But if it's going to be family drama, let's make it good.
Yeah.
I mean it.
Hey, I need to hear. I haven't. There's a lady that live on my street who's a hoarder.
She's a hoarder, confirmed.
She's a hoarder, confirmed. Because her car is like filled. It's like nobody
just
else
enough space for her to get in it,
except for her. And then we brought in once. I brought this up because I want to hear some hoarder stories. And we came in one night. It was like 11, and we parked right next to her. And she was like, sleep.
Probably
this
no room in the
house. It was
house.
like 12 o'clock.
There's probably no space in the house.
I said, nah, this is crazy. I said, this is nuts.
Eventually, the house becomes a storage unit.
But for some reason, and this might sound crazy, I never had an urge to break into somebody's house until I see a hoarder.
Because you just want to see.
I'm just dying to see what this lady's house looks
fixated.
like. You can't see in it. It's all, there's never any lights on. The windows are all like,
the lights are on.
Like blinds.
There's just so much trash around all the windows that you can't see the light emanating out. That's all it is.
Crazy, man.
For people who don't know, I have a buddy. He's still my good friend, John JJ. I used to be his security when he does home inspections for insurance companies. And when he went to really bad neighborhoods, he would pay me some money and contract me as security because of that 50 pounds we talked about. Solid. But we went into some crazy houses. They're not necessarily hoarding, but they're like squatted, abandoned buildings that the bank reclaimed. So there's nobody living there. So squatters come in, pee in cups and stuff. I've seen some wild shit. One time we went to a house and there was a squatter in the house. He had a booby trap on the steps.
Oh, I think you told me. Yeah, I remember you told me.
He had a booby trap on the steps and we could hear him upstairs moving around in the room.
Yeah.
And I'm going first. And keep in mind, this is just my friend looking out, throwing me a couple $. We hang out, listen to music. And I never had to be real security.
Yeah.
So we're in the
security
house.
shirt on?
Yeah, I like to dress the part. I got some shit with reflective strips on it. I had a flashlight, big heavy flashlight. In case shit popped off, I was equipped, but I'm like,
Pepper spray, taser or something, you ain't nothing?
Well, the flashlight. It was like a mag.
I don't know what you're supposed to do with that.
It's heavy. Flip it around the other end and we go to work. But I saw like the steps had like a thing, like spikes or whatever. And then I heard him moving around upstairs and I went, yo, Jay, I think it's somebody. And as soon as I went to, because I was ahead of him. Yeah. As soon as I went to turn around to tell him, all I saw was him bent in the corner, going back down the steps to the basement, which is how we got in. We had to go through the basement back door. That quick, he was like, oh, I'm out. As soon as I was like, yo, I think it's somebody, gone. He was already taking off. He already sped walk out of the house. So yeah, I've not been in any hoarder situations, but when you smell like bodily fluids not in a toilet, like sealed in the walls of a living room. Yeah. Oh, it's different.
It's just
hits so different.
It's so interesting though. It's like
I'm fascinated.
I followed a TikTok page recently because I was like, I don't see any on my page. I'm like, I want this more I want my algorithm to be more with some hoarders. Yeah. And a guy took a picture. It was like he went in, had a video, and it was what you call them? Not tubs, but what is it? Like plastic. You put food in them. What is the name?
Oh, like Tupperware.
Like Tupperware. Mm-hmm. And it was full of feces in it.
Come on.
And somebody was like, imagine all the money they spent on feces. Spent on Tupperware to put shit in it. It was a ton. As like, and I was like,
where'd you get all this Tupperware from?
That's crazy.
You bought the Tupperware to store the shit. Yeah. You found a way to, hermetically seal the shit to keep it. But it's also something about that where it's like, when you say fascinated, like, why not just shit on the floor? Why is it better to you to shit in the Tupperware, seal it up? That's more classy, I guess. So that's the thing, man.
I'm less of a mess, I guess. I don't know.
I've been obsessed for years, bro. Like I love hoarder stories. They're sad, but they're intriguing. Yeah. The psychology of somebody that's like, no, I'm gonna do something with this at some point. I'm just not right now. Like, but it's covered in mouse shit and like it's broken. No, but I'm gonna clean it up. I saw on eBay these are going for like $15, so I'm gonna clean it up and I love it.
It's crazy, man.
So affirmativemurder@gmail.com. If you got anything close to that as well, would love to hear from you. Last email. This email starts off with, "Good morning, Alvin and Francie Grace. I'm Barbara. All my friends call me Barbie. And please feel free to use my name."
I've never heard that nickname for that name before.
Barbie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different one. But I guess that makes sense. Is Barbie's name Barbara a full name? I haven't seen the Barbie movie, so I don't know. I love y'all so much and always look forward to what y'all have to talk about with your cases and current events. But this might be a lengthy one, so let's jump right in, shall we? Let me tell you about how this crazy dude made my life hell at my favorite job for 2 years and got himself fired for the most absurd shit. Literally. I did many years working as a home health aide. One summer, my husband was working enough for me to stay home. And if I worked, I would have just been paying for childcare. So basically, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Why do that? You could just stay home. When summer was over and the kids went back to school, I decided I was really burnt out on being a caregiver and really wanted to work in manufacturing. After some time, I ended up on graveyard shift at an injection mold manufacturer. Graveyard was to accommodate kids, so someone was always home. And being on that shift with all men was fucking awesome. Well, minus Crazy Joe. I quickly got a position as the backup quality control. We were hired the same week, me as a temp and him as a direct hire. He felt entitled to that position. You would think because I came on as a temp, but we'd learn later that that's not why he was upset. Shortly after, I also got the position of backup shift lead. So what these backup positions mean is I do them once a week to keep it fresh and fill those spots for sick days, vacation, and etc. This man refused to acknowledge any direction from me unless he heard it from our supervisor. Don't worry, my supervisor Bob was the shit and one of my favorite bosses of all time. He always had my back as long as I was doing my job, which is how it should be. Yeah, I mean, that's what matters the most. Like, do your job and, we can, 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, we can talk about that kind of stuff. Longer lunch breaks, just get the job done. Things somewhat escalated one day as I rounded the machine Joe was operating, and this man-child took a full box of parts and threw them sliding down the aisle toward me while I was doing cycle times. Now, I will say, this is getting very work-specific, so I don't know what some of these words mean, but it sounds like this was an aggressive act towards Barbie. But I don't know cycle times and all that. I don't know any of this stuff. So let's dumb this down a little bit more next time. I asked my boss to check the camera because maybe I was just seeing it as personal because he really hates me. No. My boss said that the box slid out of frame from one camera to another. Whether it was at me or not, he threw expensive product on the ground. That was one write-up. Another time, myself and the swing shift supervisor, also female, heard someone clocking in way early. Surprise, it was Joe. Because he knew I saw, he knew the second write-up was coming because of me as well. Oh well, I'm literally just doing my job. I put up with this man over 2 years, and it just started to become clear that this guy really had the attitude that men should be in charge. Women should fall in line, or better yet, be barefoot and pregnant at home. All of this to come to the funniest end you could imagine. Now, I don't wish getting fired on anyone, except this motherfucker. I felt unsafe some days and reported, with male coworkers with me sometimes, but with no avail. So she went to HR with male coworkers by her side to be like, this dude's being weird and aggressive, and nothing really happened. Nothing came from it. So one morning, about an hour before shift end, the president came out and asked this man to come see me in his office, to come see him in his office. I also received a text from a friend that they saw cops around our building and was everyone okay? Yeah, I'm fine, but I don't know shit, is what she said to the friend. We each promptly received chipped ID badges and every entrance had a reader. So, if it wasn't apparent, Crazy Joe was fired. We now had armed security and the sheriffs had been there that morning because our employer had called and been concerned that that he would retaliate on a few of us, Barbie and, specifically, I'm sure. Some of my male coworkers escorted me to my car after work for a week or so as well. There was a lot more to the security stuff, but I want to get to the final part that y'all have been waiting for. The reason he was finally let go. So, as I mentioned, we had cameras in the facility. One was broken that Crazy Joe knew about, but he wasn't aware of the other camera that can monitor the bathroom doors. On a Sunday, a female shift lead went to the women's bathroom to a horrific sight. The large bathroom stall on the end had shit smeared all over the toilet.
Oh my God. He shit everywhere. There's shit everywhere! Damn it! There's shit on the windows! Oh my God! My house is full of shit! He shit
everywhere. When they went back to the cameras, they could see Crazy Joe bringing in toilet paper to the men's bathroom from the janitor's cart, where they had been trying to figure out who had been intentionally clogging the toilets. Then Crazy Joe was caught. Stuffing toilet paper into the toilets. This guy's petty. But he's very... This is that energy, man. Come through, stuff toilet paper in the toilet, smear shit all over the walls. This is crazy. This is a crash out. Y'all, this man, who I thought would get fired for being awful to women or making threats, which he did for weeks after he was fired anyway, was fired for smearing shit all over the women's bathroom. Like a toddler. Finger painting with their poop. The shock and hilarity is still
His
the
poop,
topic.
I'm guessing, right?
Say it again?
His poop, I'm guessing, right?
I would hope so. I mean, hope is weird. Yeah, I would hope it wasn't shit that was already there and he dug in the toilet and grabbed it. Yeah.
Does he hate women, or I'm still a bit confused?
Yeah, I mean, he did it in the women's bathroom. He did it for them to find. Maybe in his mind, he's like, I'm gonna do this and then blame this on Barbie.
Right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So, you're gross, man. You nasty bitch. You smear shit all over the walls, and they're like, we have you on camera. We got you in 4K.
I don't understand how people can turn it on and off like that. Whereas, like, you hate women in a way of like work and stuff like that, but then you still date women. It's just weird.
You like having sex. I mean, like,
right.
you can like what you get from women and not respect women at the same time. That happens every day.
Sure, yeah.
I like having a girl around me that smells good and sleeps with me and makes me sandwiches, but I don't want her to be my boss.
Right.
There's a bunch of married men in this country that were like, listen, my wife, she has sex with me and she raises my children. I don't want her to be the president.
Yeah.
That fucking dumb bitch. She has a law degree. She passed the bar. You work at a Pet Boys. You're like, she's fucking dumb as a box of rocks. So he was fired for smearing shit all over the women's bathroom. The shock and hilarity is still the topic of group Facebook chats with some of my coworkers, even though I haven't worked there in a couple of years. Stay safe out there, and please, to everyone listening, don't be anything like Crazy Joe. From Barbie.
I don't know. I think as whatever he did was childish and gross.
But he stood on business.
I wish more people were reacting like Crazy Joe. Then the shit we
Elaborate.
See, as far as if you want revenge on things, if you want to, some type of get back, or if you're angry about something, I would rather people in this world to smear shit all over the place and clog toilets with toilet paper than to, I don't know, for example, grab a gun or hit people. I would take a bazillion Crazy Joes than the crazy shit we see on the news and on the internet.
Yeah. Damn, that was profound. So what you're saying is, you'd prefer the shit smearing and the chaos of that to violence.
To violence, yeah.
And you know something? I agree. I agree with that. That's a good point. If those are the options, either shooting up the job or shitting up the job, then shit up the job all day.
Shit up the job. Please.
Shit up the job all day. It's still crazy as shit, literally.
Yeah.
But nobody got hurt. It was memorable. And people can laugh about it even today.
Yeah.
So really, in the long run, you kind of gave somebody a gift. You gave everybody at your job a gift.
Yeah.
Remember that time Joe came in here?
Wow. I mean, they had gloves. I mean, like, what is it?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I have to imagine now. I don't think this was a surgical situation. I think this was pure passion.
Yeah.
I don't think he went like put on a mask, and like did it artistically.
No.
This was like bah, bah, bah. He just see handprints on the stall walls and just smacking it angry and
he balling it up.
Then throw it at the fucking bitch. Tell me to fucking clean up my station. Mud pies at the walls. Yeah, it's crazy. Then he walked out covered in shit. I guess he had to change of clothes. I don't know. That's my part. Is like, where did he go once he walked out of the bathroom? Did he just go back to his station? Like, did he go home and change?
It's a lot of questions I need answers to.
Because shit really,
like, shit in his hand?
I feel like it seeps into your pores. Like if you
squat and shit in your hand,
monkey
you
style,
go and you out the toilet.
Yeah,
just dunk it out, grab it up.
Did you take a shit in the toilet and maybe then you got
got spirals on it and shit? Like
throw a tight Drew Brees spiral at the wall of the bathroom.
It's football season. He's throwing it.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe he got overwhelmed with the anger, but he went into the women's bathroom, so he wasn't overcome with. This was his plan.
Yeah.
So he probably did the monkey. He probably went monkey style, squatted in the hand, poop.
Yeah.
And then went to work.
Oh, that's crazy. Especially if you got long nails.
Oh. Just got shit underneath your fingernails, and everybody thinks it's dirt because you work a blue collar job.
He like spelled Barb and shit.
Barbie was here. Barbie was here. Barbie did it.
Barbie did it.
It's Barbie, bitch. But yeah, no, that's absolutely insane. Crazy as fuck. But don't be a crazy Joe, or do be a crazy Joe. If the options are violence or this, yeah, be crazy Joe.
Yeah, go smear shit everywhere.
Listen, man, affirmativemurder@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you guys. Your work tales. This was an interesting one. I will say it was a ramp up. You kind of got us drawn in with a lot of the typical day-to-day work stuff that we all deal with. Like, yeah, this person was not following protocol. And then you ended with a banger. This is like an A24 movie. So, yeah, it was a big ending, big plot twist, crazy. Even though you led with the, it got crazy as shit or whatever the thing is you said at the beginning, you said literally. I forgot. Once we started getting the swing of the email, I forgot you even said that thing. So, boom, hit me like a ton of bricks. Bricks made of shit. So yeah, affirmativemurder@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you guys. 'Tis the season. Holidays are coming up. Crazy family stories. Get them into us. We'd love to hear them. Fran, what was the lesson you take away from today's episode?
Lesson. I kind of remember the first two stories.
The first one was just teachers' crazy stories.
I remember now. Don't get into, bright yellow SUVs. Don't, avoid those people. But I do have a question. Forget the lesson.
Yes.
I want to ask you, is there any past job that you had that you would have, went crazy Joe on? Do you have any
well, I've only had 2 jobs in my life.
Okay.
And one of the jobs towards the end, I probably would have went. There's a chance I could have gone crazy Joe because they started playing with me in a way that I didn't appreciate. Okay. So yeah, but my job now, which is my second job, because I've only had 2 jobs.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't smear shit. It wouldn't go well. People already do that at my job unintentionally. People
smear shit,
splat shit on the toilet seats. I work with a bunch of animals in Credence. Right? It's just disgusting people. But at my first job, it would have been very unexpected and just caught everybody off guard if they walked into the bathroom and there was shit everywhere. It was a very posh, young kids. I think people would have been crying, would have gone home. It would have been a very traumatizing event for my first job.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't think.
What about that job where everybody was one day it just disappeared?
Oh, no.
You probably go shit at that guy's house or something like that if you could.
Everyone disappear? You mean?
Whoever the manager was. You said it was like if you worked at a job that ended up being like a scam.
Oh no! I actually like that job. That's when I was working with autistic kids. I actually that job was cool.
Sure, but the infrastructure of the job, one day they ended up
it was terrible. Yeah, but I was like 20. I didn't really the job. I didn't have a job anymore. It was like, okay, and I'll go home and play the game. And it wasn't.
Oh well, it wasn't your livelihood.
It wasn't. It was like I had bills. I got to pay rent next week. I was like, man, it sucks, but it was crazy. But I didn't have any. It didn't bother me as much. But I don't think I have any job where it's like I just smear shit everywhere. No, I don't have.
You
But
had
I
a few
like
more
my job
jobs
now.
than me, but like
None
they
of
were all
them
like
were
young. They were all like young jobs, and then you got a real job,
Then I got a real job. Yeah,
and that's the job you've had.
that's the job I had. And it's like they, like you said, it's a bunch of old men. I think when you get older and you start to work a lot, you kind of put your health
Yeah,
become
I've
second,
heard,
and then your diet gets
my
all terrible,
God.
and they blow the bathroom up.
I've
It's
walked into
God damn.
bathrooms behind dudes in my job where it's like, I'll pee later.
Like, it's that bad.
And there's like guys in my job, like specifically, there's a guy in my job, I'm not gonna say his name, but if you see him standing around the bathroom, you go, everybody knows, yeah, man, just come back later.
blew
Like
it
he
up.
was just in there. Yeah, he just went to work.
Yeah,
He just went to town in there real quick. And then we'll go on lunch break. He'll go to an all-you-can-eat buffet on his lunch break.
which is wild.
Put in work. Talking about 2-3 plates. Sir, you can't eat this much. Like kicked out, come back,
That's crazy.
and then be like, oh man, my stomach. Then around 2:00, like clockwork, 2:00, you see him hovering around the bathroom. You see people come, oh my God, walking out of coming out when it's like clockwork. So he might as well smear shit all over the bathroom.
It's the same thing.
It's the same effect, So yeah, I work with absolute animals. It sounds like
Yeah, I get that,
and you work with older
I guess
people.
men. I guess it's just men. When we get old, they just start eating crazy, and it's like you go to the bathroom, it's just like it's just splat all over. It's like, damn, man, go home and do that.
Yeah, do this at your
Hold it or
house.
something. Yeah,
I would rather you smear shit all over this bathroom. It would make more sense. The fact that you made this bathroom smell like this and it's just in the stall that you're in, it's crazy. It's confined to the stall that you're in, but it's like a gas bomb, like something from.
yeah.
Oh my God! Like
Is getting kicked out of an all you can eat restaurant, is that a lawsuit?
No, because I think all you can eat buffets have fine print. I've seen a lot of videos of those
Why is it called all you can eat?
food. Well, I don't think they say that anymore. For one, I think that's just what we say.
That's
when we
just
talk
what
about
we
legal
say.
reasons, I don't think buffets say that anymore. I don't think buffets say this is an all you can eat buffet. It's like we're just a buffet.
Yeah, it's not
We have
all
a
you can
bunch of varieties of food, but you can't eat all you can eat. We just have a lot of different kinds of food. I think that was really like a legal bureaucratic change in the dialogue around buffets. They were like,
Got you.
we're gonna take out the all you can eat part because people are taking this to heart.
Yeah, taking it literally.
Yeah, they're taking it very literally. And we live in like streamer world today, so I'm seeing a lot of like eaters, people that like eat for content on YouTube.
Yeah,
Like professional eaters, they'll go into a place and it's like, I'm gonna eat all of the lobster tails or whatever. And yeah, I've seen videos where people are eating and people come over like, you can't, sir, you took all the crab legs and brought them over to your table, and then they pan out. Person's got 15 plates of crab legs on the table, and they're like, "What? You said it's all you can eat crab legs?" Like, bro, so you gotta eat you get one plate. You don't get to take all the plates and bring them over here and save it for when you're ready. That's not how this works. People hear that language and they try to take advantage of it. It's like, I am gonna eat this burger and this over here and all this macaroni and cheese, but right now I'm just working on this. No, it's a system that's supposed to work on. It's an honor system, buffets. You finish your plate, you go get another plate. You don't make multiple plates and put them, and then you put them in a line and go down one. That's not etiquette of a buffet. That's you trying to be a scammer, and you don't need to scam because it's so much food. You just paid $25 for it. Just eat, man. You don't gotta try to get over. Who goes to a buffet and tries to get over? Like, oh, I'm gonna put all the brownies on this plate, so I get all the brownies.
Well, the guy you work with goes.
Yeah, no, that's how he gets down. And he has a voice like somebody from like the Cleveland Show or something like that. So he's like, "What? I like chicken wings. So I took all the chicken wings, I put them on my plate, and I'm gonna eat them." Like, man, you can't take all the chicken wings in one go. You put enough chicken wings on your plate to eat.
Getting upset about a buffet.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is crazy behavior. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean I can't take 26 pieces of chicken? Bro, this falling on the ground. Put a couple of pieces of chicken. We're going to bring out more. Every 15 minutes, we bring out more. Like some kind of weird fever dream. There's never enough. Even when it's out, there will be more out in a second.
Yeah.
So you don't need to like, oh, I got to get it before it's all gone. It's never gone. That's the point of a buffet. There will be another tray coming out soon.
Pay $25 to be like, no, I want to get all my money's worth and more. It's all you can eat, right? All right, then I'm sitting here and eat
anybody that's like,
plates.
okay, well, it's
Ice
25
cream and shit.
That's what I'm saying. What you just said. Anybody that's like, well, I paid $30, so that means at least if I eat 5 plates, That's $6 a plate, and that's a steal. See, if I go and I pay $30 and I only eat 2 plates, I could have just went to one. I could have went to TGI Fridays. So I have to eat at least 4 plates to make this a deal.
No, that's crazy.
You're thinking too much, bro.
Like that.
Just go eat the food. You can have pizza and orange chicken on the same plate, and that's the fun of a buffet. You trying to make sure you get your money's worth. You're just twisted, man.
Yeah. Are you a buffet guy? Have you been to a buffet lately? Or?
I haven't. Well, no, that's a lie. I went to a Chinese buffet recently. Terrible. Okay. Everything was cheap. You know, they was like, well, we have crabs. I was like, man, I don't want this shit. I don't want these babies. These crabs are sick.
And for you to say that's hilarious because I know how refined your taste is and stuff like that. Yeah, I was like,
and I don't even want bottomless of this shit.
You say it's terrible, I might go there and be like, oh, it wasn't that bad. It was fine.
They had like skate fish. I was like, this is crazy. Who gets this cut of fish? I don't want infinity of this.
Usually they're disgusting.
Yeah, I was like, man, they had sushi. I was like, this is crazy. Who wants buffet sushi?
That's why you bougie. That's why you're a bougie guy. That's why I call you that. Because I go to buffet, I go like, oh man, that's food everywhere. I can get some steak, some rice, get all kinds of shit.
But you don't look at the steak like this steak soft.
Oh, look, what is this? I want this.
But I'm saying you don't judge the food before you don't go like, I'm not gonna grab that. That's all.
Yeah, some stuff I go like,
I just did that a lot.
If it's like the corners, it's been sitting there, I don't want that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I already have my routine when I go to a buffet. I get the same things. I don't never switch it up.
See, that's what I'm saying. I find a thing that I like, and I just eat that. I don't get too adventurous. This buffet we went to, they had like fried oysters. I'm like, I'm not eating fried oyster from this buffet. Then when I get some kind of weird worm, you see, they almost tried to take Keith Lee out.
No.
He was eating a piece of sushi. His shit started wiggling. I said, man, I don't know where you got that from, but you just got we just saw you get a parasite live on video.
Yeah.
He ate it. Eyes rolled back in yeah, he loved it. But then everybody watched, and he posted the video. So that means he doesn't watch his content. Posted the video. Everybody looked at it like, yo, it's wiggling. He had to come out with a public service announcement for the video. Like, yeah, I have to condemn this restaurant because if y'all are serving food that's still wiggling, that's not acceptable.
You already ate it. You buy it now.
Yeah, it's like, you didn't watch this back and you didn't see anything? He said, I didn't see it wiggle in a moment, but when looking back on the video.
Is that what happened when you go Hollywood? You just send it off to people and they just edit it up?
Yeah, he's not. He's a whole machine now. He goes and eats the food and whatever. But yeah, affirmativemurder@gmail.com, guys. We'd love to hear from you. Happy holidays to everybody. To all a good night. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Rosh Hashanah, Ramadan, all of that to everyone. Amen. And happy Thanksgiving.
I hope you said that right. That's not offensive or nothing like that.
I didn't mean to be.
Okay.
So, you got to look at my intent, not my actions. I was trying to be inclusive. Happy Thanksgiving to if you celebrate that. If you don't, I don't know what indigenous people, if they don't celebrate that, then whatever's happy that to you. And God bless. If you're vegan, go eat your bread shaped like a turkey. And everybody enjoy what they enjoy. And all love and peace and blessings to everybody. This has been another mini-sode. And we'll love to hear from you guys soon. And thank you.